GMC Yukon gets high scores and a high ranking in the small, but fierce, large SUV class. Its strong performance and attractive interior keep it ranked above most other options. The main benefits of buying a large truck-based SUV like the Yukon over a car-based midsize SUV like the GMC Acadia are its increased towing capacity and four-wheel drive. The Yukon has a maximum towing capacity of 8,500 pounds, which is more than double the towing capacity of most midsize SUVs. Four-wheel drive is particularly useful during off-road excursions, while all-wheel drive isn't as helpful when traveling off the beaten path. With that being said, if you don't need increased towing capacity or off-road capabilities, you are probably better off with something other than the Yukon. There are plenty of midsize SUVs that give you phenomenal cargo space and seating for up to 7, as well as driving characteristics and maneuverability like that of a car. Most also offer all-wheel drive, giving you plenty of traction in poor weather conditions. Finally, while every option in the large SUV class starts close to or above $45,000, you can get into a comparable 3-row midsize SUV for about $30,000. If you absolutely need the towing capacity the Yukon offers, it is a great buy in this class. But if you don't, your dollar will stretch exponentially further in a different class of SUVs. The GMC Yukon was fully redesigned for the 2015 model year and sees no major changes for 2017. As a result, this overview compiles applicable research and reviews from the 2015 through 2017 model years into one comprehensive review. You can use this information to learn all about the Yukon and how it compares to other SUVs in its class, and then decide if it is the best SUV for you. While power isn't a problem in the 2017 GMC Yukon, the standard 6-speed automatic transmission is reluctant to downshift, and throttle responses can be a tad slow. With the base engine and rear-wheel drive, fuel economy is better than other large SUVs. The thinly trimmed larger V8 engine delivers better acceleration and only uses slightly more fuel. Although the Yukon's ride and handling is composed, it isn't sporty by any means. Towing capacity is impressive, but it's not the best in the class. The Yukon's standard engine is a 5.3-liter V8 engine that produces 355 horsepower. It comes with a 6-speed automatic that critics say hesitates to downshift. Making matters worse, the engine's throttle response is also slow. Even when packed to the brim with passengers and cargo, the Yukon delivers solid power, though it can be slow to respond to driver input. Climbing hills is not a problem, and the engine isn't loud when pushed. With rear-wheel drive, this engine earns an EPA estimated 16 miles per gallon in the city and 23 miles per gallon on the highway, which is among the best in the class. These estimates are matched only by its siblings, the Chevrolet Tahoe and Chevrolet Suburban. No other large SUV offers an alternative engine that provides more power than the Inlay, which comes with a 420 horsepower 6.2-liter V8 engine paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. This 65 horsepower increase comes at the expense of only 1 mile per gallon, as the Dinley earns 15-20 seconds mile per gallon city, highway. Handling and braking, the Yukon isn't as poised as many crossover SUVs, which offer a ride and handling that feels more like driving a car than a truck. The Yukon can be hard to maneuver, which is a common complaint of large truck-based SUVs. Despite its large size and truck underpinnings, the Yukon handles securely, offering a reasonable level of steering feedback. It also has a composed ride. This is true of both the standard wheelbase Yukon and the longer Yukon XL. Brakes provide great feedback as well. Rear-wheel drive comes standard and four-wheel drive is available. Using plenty of soft-touch materials, wood accents, and premium upholstery with contrast stitching, the 2017 GMC Yukon's interior outshines the cabins of other large SUVs. A simple and intuitive layout makes the quiet-riding Yukon easy to use. There's plenty of room in the comfortable first and second row seats. Like many 3-row SUVs, it's a different story in the third row. If you plan on using all 3 rows often, you may want to upgrade to the Yukon XL, which has much more legroom in the third row. The infotainment system is user-friendly, although some say it lags when picking up touch inputs. Cargo space in the standard wheelbase Yukon is well below average, while the Yukon XL's cargo hold is well above the class average. Seating, the standard Yukon seats 8 and has cloth upholstery. With available captain's chairs, it seats 7. Some Yukon models come with an available first-row bench seat, which increases seating to 9. Standard features include power-adjustable front seats, second-row folding seats, and manually flat folding third row seats. A leather-wrapped steering wheel tilts but does not telescope in the base model. This might be a problem for some drivers, since they'll have to reach further for the steering wheel. Aside from that, the driver's seat is quite comfortable. Interior features: the second row is also comfortable, but the third row seats in the standard Yukon are thinly padded and significantly lacking in legroom, meaning they'll only fit smaller kids. Upgrading to the Yukon XL promises more legroom for adults. Access to the second and third row seats is easy, thanks to the Yukon's large doors. For those with children, the Yukon comes with multiple latch systems. There are 2 complete sets of lower anchors and tethers in the second row middle and passenger side seats. Also, there's a tether, but no lower anchor, on the second row driver's side seat and the third row middle seat. Cargo: standard equipment in the 2017 GMC Yukon includes tri-zone automatic climate control, remote start, front and rear parking sensors, and a rear view camera. Also, the standard IntelliLink infotainment system features an 8-inch touchscreen, a 9-speaker Bose audio system, satellite radio, HD radio, OnStar with a 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot, and Apple CarPlay.